Hello again, everybody. Welcome back. I am that guy you hate with another month of election goodness ahead of us. We'll start off with Florida District 1, Mr. Jimmy Patronis versus Miss Gay Valamont for the House of Congress. Last week, she reported that Miss Gay Valamont reported $6.7 million donated to flip that Republican House seat. Now, that House seat hasn't been a Dem seat since the early 90s or late 80s. I can't remember which. It's been solid red ever since. But you wouldn't be able to tell that just by watching her actions because they are fighting anyway. Republicans won that district last time by 66% of the vote, and that would be Mr. Matt Gaetz, and who we just love so dearly. But yet they still seem spooked. The Republicans, anyway. They're starting their own ad campaign to fight against the $7 million that Ms. Valamont has pulled together. 66% of the last election they won, and they're still scared. It really makes you wonder. Valamont is still behind in the polling, but they are sure as hell a lot closer than last time a Republican ran. Republicans are being forced to spend money on races that were sure things, like maybe even a year ago. Word has it that Matt Gaetz didn't even have to run an ad campaign in Florida for his victory, and yet here they are spending millions of dollars to keep that seat here. It ain't over till it's over. And a neighboring district, Florida District 6, the primary election for U.S. House Florida District 6, that's been Republican since '89. Walz won 2/3 of the vote when he won that seat not so long ago, but he's going to jump over to the Trump administration. Now it's Republican Randy Fine versus Democrat Josh Weil. And this one, Florida being Florida here. Randy Fine called for the arrest of Josh Weil because his campaign contracted out handing out flyers and such to another sub company. And for some reason, it appears someone stole a bike to use to hand out campaign flyers with it. Florida. But it's hard to see what Mr. Fine thinks that Mr. Will could be charged with for a subcontractor to steal a bike. Florida. Now moving on to the Wisconsin Supreme Court. We talked about this last number of times, technically nonpartisan, but you wouldn't know it by following this race. You have George Soros backing $1.5 million behind the Democratic candidate, Mrs. Crawford. And then you have Mr. Schimmel, who is backed so far with $12 million as of this taping from Mr. Elon Musk. And researching this guy, it's really insane almost how stereotypical Republican this guy is. The shirts he wears, the way he acts, what he believes in. Musk and Republicans backing Brad Schimmel. He doesn't even take the job seriously because what's coming up in the Wisconsin Supreme Court, with or without the next candidate, is Elon Musk has been barred from having car dealerships in that state, and that election is coming up. And Mr. Schimmel has said that he will not recuse himself from that court case, even though he's received so much money from Mr. Muskie. Right now, the court majority is even, 3-3. The winner of this one was going to sway that Supreme Court 4-3 one way or the other. Currently, polls showing it's pretty dead even, which we pretty much ought to be getting used to by now because that seems to be every freaking poll we deal with. But this time, the eyes of the country are on it. This is seen as the biggest election since November, and this is going to be a bellwether for what happens after this. If Democrats can pull this off in a state that Trump won, it might show a change in the winds here. There was a debate on the 12th of this month that they do not like each other at all. They took shots at each other, sniped at each other. They were at each other's throats just minutes into the debate. When asked if he'd be a Trump lapdog, he obviously would deny it like anybody would, but the Wisconsin Examiner, it reported that earlier this month that Schimmel suggested to canvassers himself that he would be a support network for the president. On top of that, a Monday town hall billed as a get out the vote effort for Schimmel was co-hosted by Donald Trump Jr. and Charlie Kirk. Not a support network at all. That's just random things people do. Being defended by the son of the president of the United States. That just happens all the time. He also stated in 2014 in an interview with Ion Kenosha he'd have defended the interracial marriage ban back in the 50s and 60s and is personally against gay marriage. He defended those ideas by saying he'd have defended them because those ideas were the status quo at the time, and laws should be defended, not challenged, according to him. As far as controversy on Crawford's side, apparently she was temporarily on a conference call that included redistricting decisions, but she claims that she was off that call before that conversation happened. Also, her campaign has allegedly accepted about $1.5 million from George Soros. So she's the devil, I tell you. Just pure evil by accepting donations from a billionaire. Right. And as I stated, Trump won that state in November, but April 1st is going to show if he's going to continue to hold that state. What usually happens is when Trump's not on the ballot, things take a pretty significant turn the other direction. I've been doing this video weekly for a good couple months now, and what I've noticed is that states will swing the other direction towards the Democrats by a wide margin this year if he's not involved on the ballot. But he's put his backing behind Shamel, and we will see what happens then. I got a whole bunch of sources if you want to get in on that. If you want to know who's paying who so far, go with this one here. Getting into the meat and potatoes of our usual business, let's start off in Florida. You have municipal elections April 1st. Special general election for U.S. House Floor District 1, again, that's April 1st, along with District 6. Special election primary for Florida House of Representatives District 3. That is the state level, not the congressional level. That's April 1st. Special primary election for Florida House District 32, April 1st. Special election primary for Florida State Senate District 19, April 1st. Municipal general election, April 8th in Florida. And in McIntosh, you have a special election for mayor, April 15th. In Oklahoma, April 1st, you have a bunch of things going on. Most to do with public schools in Banner, Deer Creek, Edmond, Jones, McLeod, Millwood, Moore, Piedmont, Tulsa, Yukon, Oklahoma City, general runoff election, special general for Oklahoma County Commission District 1, special primary for Oklahoma House of Representatives Districts 71 and 74, and a special primary runoff for Oklahoma State Senate District 8. All of that is April 1st. So if you're in Oklahoma or know someone who is, let them know about it. Moving on to Delaware, Laurel, general municipal election, March 27th. That's this week. Newark, municipal general election, April 8th. Dover, general election, April 15th. Seaford, municipal general election, April 19th. Alaska, Anchorage, general election, April 1st. School district general election. You have a recall in Delta Junction on April 18th. The hot gossip there is the seat B City Councilwoman Stormy Mitchell says she's filed a lawsuit to keep the recall election from happening. Stormy Mitchell comes unprepared to meetings and delays the business of the city because of this. Mitchell's attorney, Mark Smith, has written the allegations in the recall petition are vague, subjective, legally insufficient under Alaska law, blah, blah, blah. Merely a month after being sworn into office, Mitchell filed a formal complaint with the city making accusations against the mayor, city administrator, city clerk, and the city council of municipal violations, included not performing duties, discrimination, Open Meeting Act violations, records management issues, and other claims. Mitchell desired to hold a public meeting on her accusations in the community center because she believed that the city hall would not be able to hold the number of people she's claimed would attend. So, people are salty in Delta Junction. South Carolina, moving on. Special elections, March 25th. South Carolina House of Representatives District 113, March 25th. Again, that's a state level. Special municipal general elections, April 1st. Special election primary for House of Representatives District 50, April 1st. Local elections in South Carolina, April 8th, as well as March 25th. So you're going to have a busy couple weeks here. Louisiana, all you got is a statewide primary, March 29th. Mississippi has a bunch of things going on. House of Representatives District 23, March 25th. House of Representatives District 82, also March 25th. Jackson, primary election April 1st. Mississippi State Senate District 18, special election April 15th. Jackson, primary runoff election April 22nd. Special general runoff for Mississippi House Districts 23 and 82, those are on April 22nd. California, all you got is the San Diego County Board of Supervisors District 1, special election April 8th. Also, San Jose City Council District 3, April 8th. Irvine, special election City Council April 15th. Oakland, special election for Mayor and City Council April 15th. Moving on to Maine. Farmington, Franklin County, you have municipal and school board election March 24th, as well as a special election for school board. Turner, Androscoggin County, municipal election April 11th. North Berwick, York County, municipal election April 12th. Alabama, Tuscaloosa, city schools general runoff election April 1st. Alabama special primary runoff for Alabama State Senate District 5, April 8th. Georgia, Bowman, you also have a recall election there, April 8th. City Council members Betty Jo Maxwell and Leah Carey, previously been attempted, but a Superior Court invalidated the effort and threw it out. Voting against city ordinances, failing to enforce the city charter and ordinances, violating Bowman's ethics code, and violating the city charter as reasons for the recall effort. If you do not know how to recall your local elected officials, you should get on that and know what that process works in case you ever need to, because it looks like people don't actually like being recalled, believe it or not, and so they're going to try to make it harder, as I've spoken about in the last couple episodes. Middleton Cross Plains Area School District Area 4 Special General Election for Wisconsin. Also in Wisconsin, Milwaukee Common Council District 3 Special General Election April 1st. Sun Prairie Area School District Special April 1st. Statewide Spring General Election April 1st. New York City Council District 44 March 25th. Colorado Springs General Election April 1st. Pennsylvania House of Representatives District 35 March 25th. And a State Senate District 36 on March 25th as well. Illinois statewide municipal general election April 1st. And District U46 general election April 1st as well. Nebraska, Omaha, primary election April 1st. Lincoln, primary election April 8th. Lincoln Public Schools, primary April 8th as well. Hayesville, Unified School District 261, special ballot measure election. Minnesota, special local elections April 8th. Missouri, you have a bunch going on. Hickman Mills C1 School District General Election, April 8th. Jefferson City General Election. Kansas City Special Election. Kansas City Public Schools General Election. North Kansas City Schools General Election, April 8th. Everything here seems to be April 8th. Platte County R-3 School District General Election. Raytown C-2 School District General Election. St. Joseph School District General Election, St. Louis General Election, and Public Schools General Election for St. Louis as well. Again, everything in Missouri on April 8th. Massachusetts, House of Representatives, 6th Essex District Special Primary Election, April 15th. New Jersey, Newark Public Schools General Election, April 15th. Connecticut, House of Representatives, District 113, General Election, April 22nd. And ending in Washington, King County, special ballot measure election, April 22nd. So that's where we're ending this week. Well, I hope you guys pay attention to Florida and Wisconsin. We can even out the House of Representatives at Congress this year if all of these seats were to flip. The chances are slim, but with all the pressure that's been on Trump and all this year, I think we have a good chance of at least flipping one or two of them and making that House majority even slimmer than it already was. So keep your eyes on it. If you want to know more, be back next week, and I'll see you out there.